What's it been like to finally start prepping for OU?
It's awesome. It's just we've really been working against each other, and now to be able to start to prepare for an opponent, it's a nice change of pace. But we're really just focused on what we do on a daily basis and mastering what we do, so we can't get it wrong.
How would you describe Xavier Chapman?
As a physical kid with some gifts. I mean, that kid is he's just blessed with great size, great speed, great strength. He's a total package.
Now that this is officially your last go-around for college, any personal goals, anything that you haven't done that you want to accomplish? Like when you kind of look at it from your own perspective, not just a team perspective, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'd love to win a bowl game. That'd be a huge thing for me. I've only been to one. That'd be a huge accomplishment for me and kind of be the icing on the cake of my career. But honestly, I'm really just focused on the team and having the best year we can have, getting Coach Pry off to a great start with the VT fans.
You've played a year with Braden Moore. Is Braden Moore pretty similar?
Yeah, they're very similar. Very similar players, body types. They're just maulers and like to get after people.
Similar style.
Yeah, they're just similar style, similar personalities. They're both great to be around and both great to play next to.
You ever play with? They're both on the side of you.
I have.
The same snaps.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
You ever getting confused?
No, I just know Caden's always on my right and Braylon's on the left, and we're good to go.
Are you the trash talker now that Brock's left? Have you inherited that role, or are there any other guys that are good at that?
I've inherited the majority of the smack talk.
Okay.
I still did a fair amount while Brock was here. We were kind of a 1-2 punch. But, yeah, that's mainly falling on my shoulders. And I enjoy doing it, just kind of messing with people.
Do you need to have one guy that's like that on the offensive line?
I think so. Just kind of set a tone and not let the defense get too confident.
Do you do research? Because I know Brock did a little bit. He's put some time into it.
Yeah, I do a little bit of research on some guys if there's anything that just
really
might get under their
right.
skin a little bit, yeah.
What's your best smack talk line?
I don't know if I can say it right now. But, just typical stuff like you're soft or quarterback's back there, or that kind of stuff.
It's got to come in the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
I asked Keontae this, but you guys did the boat trip last week. What does that do to not only bring the team together, but how can something like that show up on Saturdays, I guess?
Yeah, I've always said the biggest way to grow closer as a team is shared experience. And that's one of the best experiences you can have as a team. Just going out, being able to relax, get away from football for a little bit, and just spend some time with each other was awesome. And I think that makes us closer for when we come together on Saturdays.
What have you seen in Jesse Hansen working as well at that left guard spot?
Yeah, Jesse's come a long way since I've been here. He's now really starting to understand the game. He's not playing in here, he's playing out there. That's a big part for him. He got out of his own head and was just able to let the flow of the game dictate itself versus trying to guess.
How many offensive line coaches have you had in your career?
In my career, I think Coach Rudolph is my fifth. Fifth. Coach Pry is my sixth head coach if you include interims.
What's that like to just constant change throughout the years? Like, are you just used to hearing different messages or different ways that people teach?
Yeah, at the end of the day, most people do the same thing. They just call it different names. But for me, who wants to be a strength and conditioning coach, it's a great way to build a network because now I have multiple staffs of coaches that are now all across the country that I can call up, and hopefully I left a good impression.
What stands out to you about Joe Rudolph? I know you say he's very technical.
Yeah, the technicality stuff is crazy. The practices change a little bit during the season from camp, but he doesn't change at all. If anything, he steps it up a notch, and we definitely noticed that today. But he's just one of the most detail-oriented people I've ever been around in all aspects.
What was different about today?
I think he had an extra Celsius before practice because he was rolling.
It's been a week since Grant was named the starting quarterback. Does that change any of the dynamics in the locker room when those roles are, I guess, more specific at the quarterback position?
Grant and Jason are both super mature guys, and it was a great competition. But at the end of the day, I think everyone's focused on the goal for the team, and that's to win on September 2nd, right? That's when we play. Yeah, win on September 2nd.
What have you seen from some of the younger centers, especially a guy like Jack Hollowfield, who seems to be ripping with the twos?
Yeah, so Jack, another guy that's come a long way since I got here. When I got here, he just got moved to O-line. Then he was a guard, and now he's a center. But he's come a long way. The biggest thing for him was just learning how to snap the football. And so, once he learned that, he's a really good athlete. He's a smart kid. He's really come a long way, and I think will be very good for VT in the future.
I don't know how much time you spend with Dax, but are Jack and Dax very similar?
They're not. They're almost polar opposites. It's pretty funny.